Hello everyone, my name is Ajit and welcome to my YouTube channel thinkIT-LearnCloud. So today's video, I will demonstrate how to set up a surveillance station on your local environment to monitor your infrastructure by using IP cameras. So let's start with the demonstration. First of all, you guys need to log into your Synology box with your username and password. So let me log into my Synology box. So this is my Synology front end. So first step is you need a licenses to install web cameras. So by default, you can only use two cameras. If you are using more than two cameras, you need to purchase a license. Number one step. Number two, if you want to see what type of cameras you can connect with your Synology DSM, so you can go to the web browser Synology website under IP camera support list. You can see what brand you need to select, what type of device you need to select, what resolutions. Once you select all the criteria, you can click on recommendation and it will show type of cameras you can use in your local environment. Second step is what type of NVR you need to choose. So it's also recommend how many cameras you need to install. So it will recommend according to that. So once you have all the information, you have the device, you will go back to your Synology box. Then you need to click on Package Center. Under Package Center, you need to select a station or you can select a surveillance station, type it anything. So once you see there is a package, first you need to install. We'll click on installation. So it will start download the package from the Package Center of Synology. So once it's downloaded, we'll do the next step, how we can configure and cameras with our Synology surveillance station. So now downloading is complete. It will take few seconds to install it. Once it's installed, you can see this package under your GUI portal. So now second step is you need to enable the settings. Enable customize, yes. What port you want to use to access your surveillance station. For HTTP, TTP, you can use 9900. For HTTPS, you can use 9901. So I will enable both. If you want have a certificate, you can use 9901. Click next. Done. Now it will set up a surveillance station page according to your requirement, what ports you have selected. It will take few minutes. So once the installation will complete, it will automatically enable NTP services. This is the prerequisite to install a surveillance station. I will click on OK, done. Now under install, you can see surveillance station. So I will click on open. It will redirect to me to another URL. So this is the special GUI mode for your surveillance station. So you can see there are a lot of options we have. So welcome to surveillance session. Let's start. Let's skip this. So now I have my surveillance station GUI. First step is I will uh, add my cameras to this surveillance station. So first step is I will click on IP cameras. So I will click on ads. I will click on add manually. So the name of the camera I'll give camera 1 for the testing. And the brand is Hikvision. I'm using Hikvision IP cameras. So it will automatically take the model. I don't mention my model. The camera address is 172.31.0.11. So I'll click add. So now my camera information is added. I will click on next. So the status is authenticate. It's require authentication. I will click require authentication. I will put a username and password and click on authenticate. So now it will authenticate with my camera. So now you can see the tick is green, status is okay. So my camera is authenticate. So I will click on next. Quick setup. It will automatically do the installation of camera. Done. So my first camera is installed and it is automatically activating. The next step is I will add another camera with the same steps. Click on add manually. 31 dot. Sorry, I will give a name. Camera 2. Brand is Hikvision. I will not mention the model. I'll just start with the IP address. Click add. Once it add, click on next. It will ask me to do the authentication. Click on authentication. Admin 123 authenticate. So it will authenticate with the connectivity between the IP camera and the surveillance station. Now you can see it. Click add. Quick setup or copy setting of existing camera. Yes, camera 1. Or I can use the quick setup. Now done. You can see my both cameras are installed. If you have a multiple cameras, it will automatically search on your environment, but you need to know it's without username and password. Right now my cameras are with the username and password, so I need to enter all the cameras manually. Camera 3, I give the model number is Hikvision. Model is this. It will default the generic model. Give the IP address. Go to Tharin. Add. Next. Now it's saying you need more license. To by default, I can add 2 cameras. So let me go to the license application and add all the licenses. So by default, you can see you can only use 2 cameras. So if you want to use more than 2 cameras, I need to add the licenses. So I already have the licenses of my camera. So I will click on add, click on agree, next. So I will copy from here and paste it, add. So now it is activating my license key for the cameras. So you can see it is successfully added. So I can add more licenses. Total, I have 17 cameras which I'm installing today. So it is also added. Let me add another. Let me add one more camera. Add. Now my licenses are there. There are only 2 in use. Still 18 are available. So let me close. Let me click on OK. Click on next. So it will allow me to go to next step. And now I will authenticate. Authenticate. So once the authentication is done, I will click on next. Quick setup, next, done. So now my 3 cameras are installed. If I have to install more cameras, I will do the same steps. So this is the way you can install or configure the cameras on your surveillance stations. So it will give some time, it will activate. So now all the 3 cameras are activated. Let me close this IP cameras. I can click on monitor center and start monitoring my devices. Camera 1, camera 2, camera 3. So I can configure my layout, how I want to see the cameras, the configuration. So this is the basic steps to install a cameras on your surveillance station. So if you need to change any settings of your IP cameras, you can also do that. Okay, so you need to click on menu. You need to go to IP cameras. If you want to do any changes to your IP cameras, you click on edit. So this is a device settings. This is a camera device setting. So you can change the video information format, in which format you want to save. Audio format, if there is audio cameras, you can always use that. What type of quality you want to select, what type of resolution you want to select, what frame rate you want, you can always change it from the edit settings. If you have to enable privacy masking security, you can always do that. So right now I'm not doing that. Under advanced, if you want to set up RTSF and RTP setting, you can use this. Under the recording, for how many days pre-recording, how many days you want to keep your recording in your Synology file. So keep the file within 13 days. I will use 15. As per my company policies, I always go for the 15 days. If you want to schedule to your cameras when you want customize motion detection, you can configure here. So click OK. If you want to optimize your settings, you can always use. So this is the way you can edit your camera settings. So next is system. So this is the information of system which I am using. The model name is DS420. So this is the way you can access your application, so surveillance station or application from web browser. If you want to use a desktop application, you can always use that. You need to go to your Synology box on your Synology website. You need to select the products surveillance station. Under surveillance station, you can select NVR, click on recommendation. So you have these are the recommendation, or you can search a model called D420 plus. It will take to you the documentation. I need to go to the download center. Click on download center. Under download center, you need to go to desktop utilities and you need to install Synology surveillance station client on your system. You can download it from here and you install it. Right now on my system, it's already installed. Let me click on live view. It will ask me the IP address. I'll give the IP address of surveillance station is 10. Username is EQAdmin. Password is CL. I click on sign in. Give me a minute. So I'll click on yes. Next, now it will ask me to install the latest compatible version. It will take few minutes. When my download is done, let me click on installation. Okay. So it will uninstall the old version and install the latest version. So now my installation is done. It has created the shortcuts. Let me click on surveillance station. It's already open. I'll give the IP address once again. Click on sign in. Sorry, see, admin. Click on sign in. Yes. So now my desktop application is ready to use. So I can configure using my desktop application. I can configure more cameras as I have 17 cameras to configure. I will click on again add manually, give them in camera 4, model name is Hikvision, camera address is 172.16.31.0.14, add, next, give the username, Authenticate. Next, click setup, done. So this is the way you can add the cameras in your surveillance station. So in today's video, I will have demonstrate how we can set up the surveillance station, how we can add the IP address to the cameras, and how we have added the cameras to our surveillance stations, and how we have added the new licenses to use n numbers of IP cameras. So if you have any questions, you can always put your questions in the comment. I will ready to answer. For more information and for videos, please stay connected. Thank you.